It's been about a month and a half since Montana movie theaters were allowed to reopen. While some box office remain boarded up, others are gladly sharing their screens. MTN's Tim McGonigal takes us to one small town where the big picture is back.
On a Saturday summer night, people in Conrad, Montana are returning to a sense of normalcy by going to the movies.
We reopened June 5th, and the movie that we showed was Jaws.
Although Montana theaters were given the go-ahead to open May 15th, the historic Orpheum Theater waited a while to draw the curtain.
We just felt, as a group, maybe waiting till June to kind of see, how others fared, and it looks like we all pretty much fared about the same.
Milk chocolate M&Ms.
So far, the crowds have been what they expected, about 35 to 40 people per weekend. Before COVID, the crowds were about 60 to 65 per weekend. The stay-at-home order gave the crew an opportunity to perform a deep clean, including the difficult task of cleaning the theater's chandelier. In preparation for reopening, they strictly adhere to health department guidelines, including safe social distancing.
We've divided out the rows, every other row. We do have a couple of handicap accessible chairs, so I wanted to make sure that those rows were left open.
The Orpheum has been a part of Conrad's history for more than 100 years. Ironically, it opened the first time during the height of a pandemic.
The theater was built in 1918, and as a string of Orpheum theaters, across the country, that seemed to be the general name. When it was purchased by the Ponderay Arts Council, it was in pretty sad condition. The ceiling was falling in, the roof needed to be replaced.
A generous grant from the Wiegand Foundation funded renovation of the current Art Deco style and included a stage expansion.
So in 2012, we went digital.
Movies are the main attraction, but other cultural events add to the Orpheum's intrigue.
Musical performers, Ponderay players to do plays on the theater, Shakespeare in the Park, Missoula Children's Theater.
While moviegoers anxiously await the new releases, they're still giving 2 thumbs up to some new classics.
Are you guys excited to see the movies?
Yes.
Maybe COVID isn't the showstopper we thought it was. In Conrad, Tim McGonigal, MTN News.
The theater did have to furlough some employees for about a month. They did receive a payroll protection grant, and due to adhering to safety guidelines, have actually hired additional staff. Right now, they're open Friday and Saturday nights and Sunday afternoon. They also have a kids matinee series on Wednesdays.